Hello friends, welcome to my lab. In this video I will show you each and every parts of a 3-point starter, the working principle and the operation of it. If you love my video, please like it and don't forget to subscribe and share with your friends. Let's switch on. Before we operate the starter, let's discuss the working of it. This is the circuit diagram of 3-point starter. You can see there are two relays. One is overload relay, which is connected in series with the starter handle, and another is no volt relay, which is connected in series with the starting resistance and shunt field. There are three terminals L, F and A. L is to be connected with line positive, F is to be connected with shunt field, and A is to be connected with armature terminal of the motor. Now let's operate the starter virtually. First of all, the ICDP main switch is closed and the handle is moved to start number 1. Then the full resistance will help to lower the huge amount of starting current. Then the handle is slowly moved to start number 2, 3, 4 and so on. And you can see the connected resistance is decreasing and the speed of the motor is increasing gradually. Thus, it finally moved to the last start number 8, and in this condition, the motor armature is directly connected with the supply main, and the current follow the red colored path and return to the supply negative terminal. And there will be another path of the current which will flow through the starting resistor, no volt release coil and the shunt field, and return to the supply negative terminal. In this condition, the no volt release coil is energized by the flowing current through it and magnetize the core, which will help to hold the soft iron plunger fitted with the handle, and the handle kept on this position. Now, if we disconnect the supply by opening the ICDP switch, then the current stops flowing through the armature as well as through the no volt release coil, and it demagnetizes the core and release the soft iron plunger. The spring helps to release the handle to its initial position instantly, and the motor stopped. Now let's assume the motor is running as usual and overloading occurs. Then the armature will draw more current than normal situation. The heavy current will also flow through the overload release coil, which will magnetize the core and attract the iron plunger placed just below it. The iron plunger short the two terminals across the no volt release coil. Then the current start flowing through the shorted path instead of flowing through the no volt release coil. Then the no volt release coil demagnetizes the core and release the soft iron plunger of the handle, and as usual the spring helps to return the handle to its initial state, and the motor stopped. The overload release coil also released the plunger below it. And now the starter is ready to start the motor again. You can see this is the connection diagram of the starter and motor. You can see this is the handle of the starter. We have to move the handle for starting. The handle normally rests on this position like this. Now you can see there are 8 numbers of copper stud points, and each stud is connected with resistive wire. The resistive coils are there placed on the insulated plate. The 8 terminals are connected with the stud with the help of nut and bolts. The resistive coils are usually made from Eureka. The handle is moved on the stud like this. Here you can see a soft iron piece fitted on the handle is called the plunger. While the motor is on running condition, then the coil holds the soft iron plunger by the two plates like this. This coil is called no volt release coil. By attracting the soft iron plunger, it helps to hold the handle in on position like this. Now here you can see there is a spring which provides the controlling torque to the handle. When main supply turned off, then the no volt release coil demagnetizes and release the plunger. The spring helps to return the handle in its initial position, that means off position. Now You can see this is the overload release coil. In normal loaded condition, the plunger is in this position. And when the motor is overloaded, then a high amount of current flows through the coil and the coil attracts the plunger, which disconnect the supply from the system and the motor gets stopped. Here you can see the connections of the starter. I have already shown the connections in the circuit diagram. As you can see, there are 3 numbers of terminals are there, so it is called 3-point starter. The terminals L, A and F indicates line, armature and field terminal of the motor. Now let's start a motor using this starter. We have already connected the starter with a 1 horsepower 230 volt DC shunt motor. I will show you the connections in another video. Now the starter handle is slowly moved to the start. You have to take at least 5 to 7 seconds to fully move the handle to its final start. And finally you can see the soft iron plunger is attracted and held by the no volt relay coil. You can see the motor is running on its full speed. Now when we disconnect the supply main, then the coil demagnetizes and releases the plunger. The spring helps to return the handle to its off position. Stay tuned with us. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.